بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. سنن الوضوء. What are the things that are mustahab to do in the wudu? They are long, of course, you know. If you want to do these sunan, mustahabbat, your wudu is going to take at least 15 minutes, if not half an hour. And they are 10 items. وهي number 1 وضع الإناء على يمين. Always the cup that you are using. At that time there was no running water. They would use, pot, cup. They put the water in it. Put it on your right side. Second, والاختراف بها. This is how you should use the water from it. The cup, the pot or the cup is there. And then you put your hand, insert your hand inside and pick the water. اختراف. And this is mentioned in the Quran. إلا من اخترف غرفة بيده. When you pass, this is Talut and Jalut in Surah Al-Baqarah. When you pass the river, you just take, one sip. A metaphor, beautiful metaphor. If you get full, you can't fight. Just take, and they say this is a metaphor for life. When you are in life, take what is necessary. If you take more, you drown. You can't fight. So, اختراف. والتسمية, saying Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is mustahab before the wudu. والدعاء. Also there is dua that you have to recite beside Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وغسل اليدين قبل إدخالهما الإناء. Okay? The dua that is mustahab an Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salatu wassalam, the dua that we say for the wudu. بسم الله وبالله اللهم اجعلني من التوابين واجعلني من المتطهرين. I see in some masajid they put this in the washing room. اللهم اجعلني من التوابين واجعلني من المتطهرين. وغسل اليدين. Before you put your hand inside the pot, use the pot to wash both your hands. Before you insert your, because maybe this pot someone else is going to use it to do wudu. So wash your hand before that. And it is mustahab if you are doing wudu after using the bathroom or waking up from sleep, you wash your hand once. But if you used the bathroom for number 2, you wash your hand twice before beginning the wudu. Okay? والمضمضة, rinsing your mouth. والاستنشاق, drawing into your nose. Have you seen? 3 times. 3 times madmada, you throw it, and 3 times your nose. والدعاء عندهما. There is dua also. When you do rinsing the mouth and sniffing the water into your nose, also the madmada, say اللهم لقني حجتي يوم ألقاك وأطلق لساني بذكرك وشكرك. But when you sniff the water, when you draw it up in your nose, Allahumma la tuharrim alayya riha al-jannah. Do not deprive me from the fragrance of paradise. Waj'alni mimman yashummu rihaha wa rawhaha wa rayhanaha wa tibaha. Okay? وعند غسل الوجه واليدين. When you wash your face, also there is a specific dua. When you wash your arms, there is a specific dua. When you wash your face, اللهم بيض وجهي يوم تسود فيه الوجوه ولا تسود وجهي يوم تبيض فيه الوجوه. Do not darken my face the day that the face are brightened. Neither ولا تسود, neither بيض وجهي, enlighten my face, brighten my face the day the faces are going to be darkened. وعند غسل اليد اليمنى, when you wash your right arm, اللهم أعطني كتابي بيميني. Give me my book on the day of judgment in my right hand. أصحاب اليمين ما أصحاب اليمين. والخلد في الجنان بيساري وحاسبني حسابا يسيرا. When you wash your left arm, اللهم لا تعطني كتابي بشمالي ولا من وراء ظهري. Because some people are going to be given the book like that, from behind. Those are not the good ones. ولا تجعلها مغنولة إلى عنقي. Because the Quran says, some people we handcuff them, we put their arms here. Don't do this to me on the day of judgment. وأعوذ بك من مقطعات النيران. If you wipe your head, وعند مسح الرأس, say اللهم غشني برحمتك, overwhelm me with your mercy. وعفوك وبركاتك. When you wipe your feet, اللهم ثبتني على الصراط. When I am going to move across the sirat to paradise, strengthen my feet there so I don't slid. Okay? I don't slide. ثبتني على الصراط يوم تزل فيه الأقدام واجعل سعي فيما يرضيك, and make always my walk and my sa'i and my march in whatever satisfies you. فيما يرضيك عني يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. Imagine if we really read these with understanding, how much spiritual value we get with understanding, with attention, with not that we don't pay attention. No, we know everything we say. How much we get uplifted, really. A lot. But you know, people read du'as without paying attention. Even after salat, ta'qibat, they read. Astaghfirullah alladhi la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum ar-rahman ar-rahim. His mind is in his business and his dinner and his, friends, and they don't pay attention. وأن يبدأ الرجل, the male, بغسل ظاهر ذراعيه. Yesterday, Haj Nadim, you asked me about this. It is mustahab, not wajib, that the male washes, 2 washes. The first one from this side, the second one from this side. The female, exactly the opposite. She begins with this one, and the second one is this one, the opposite. وأن يكون الوضوء بمد. The water you use is about 750 kilogram mud, while the ghusl less than a kilo, 3/4 a kilo. I don't know how what's the weight of this. I can't read it here. So that is mustahab, to use the amount of water if you do wudu. And 3 kilos, or exactly 2 kilo and 900 gram for ghusl. Imagine the shower. That is mustahab. This is the sunnah of the Prophet. He used mud, 750 gram for his wudu, 2 kilos, almost 3 kilos, let's say, 3 kilos for his ghusl. And imagine how much we use. We use, if you bring Niagara Falls, still it's not enough. وَيُكْرَهُ. See, Islam is a green religion, really. Very conscious about environment, about conserving water, being thoughtful, when you use these God-given resources. وَيُكْرَهُ. It's makruh أن يستعين في طهارته. That you get help, someone, bringing you the water, or pouring the water in your hand and then you put it on your face. ويكره أيضا أن يمسح بلل الوضوء عن أعضائه. When you do wudu, it is makruh to dry yourself with a towel or something else, or the cleanings. It's makruh. Yes, makruh. Yeah. Leave it. Yeah, it's makruh. Yeah. So keep it and pray. But nobody can do that nowadays. In the past, I remember when I was a child, we'd go to the masjid, they put nothing, so with the same dryness. But we had one problem. When we shake hand, always our hands were wet. الفصل الرابع في أحكام الوضوء من تيقن الحدث وشك في الطهارة. Someone knows that he used bathroom, but he has doubt about after the bathroom, did I do wudu or not? I know I used bathroom, but I have doubt. Did I take wudu after it or not? Or that person has to do wudu. That person has to do wudu. Second case, أو تيقنهما وشك في المتأخر. Meaning I know I used bathroom and I know I did wudu, but I don't know which one was first and which one was last. I know, I'm confused. I don't know, did I do wudu first and then use the bathroom, or I did the bathroom first? And if he has doubt, then in this case also has to go and do wudu. But if someone does wudu, he knows, I remember exactly I did wudu. But after that I have shak, did I invalidate my wudu or not? What should he say or do? Continue. Why? Because we studied something called what? Istishab. Istishab means do not break your certainty with doubt, break it with another certainty. لا تنقض اليقين بالشك ولكن انقضه بيقين آخر. As long as you are in a state of certainty, you know you did something, then you have doubt, don't break that, keep that certainty. Unless you have another certainty which contradicts with this one, then use this new certainty. وكذا لو تيقن ترك عضو. He knows that when he did wudu, definitely tayaqqun, certainty, he did not wash, he skipped his left arm, he skipped his masah. This one, أتى به وبما بعده. Imagine I finished my wudu, I'm still standing there on the sink. Did I do this or not? Then I say no, I do it, and then again I do the masah on my feet. I do that act that I have doubt about it, and what comes after it too. وما بعده. وإن جف البلل استأنف. Now I am still in that area in the bathroom, and the dryness is the wetness is dry completely. So I really can't figure out, did I wash this arm or I didn't? Did I wash the left one? In that case, you have to do the wudu all over again. Beginning all over again. Okay? وإن شك في شيء من أفعال الطهارة وهو على حاله. If you have doubt in any parts of the wudu, while you are still in the process of wudu, still, you have not left the wudu, then you have to repeat that. You have to repeat that doubt that you have doubt, that act that you have doubt about it. أتى بما شك فيه ثم بما بعده. And whatever comes after that, the acts that come after that, even if you have done them, you have to repeat them, because they when you did them, you did not do what was before them. So now go wipe, and then also wipe your feet too. وَلَوْ تَيَقَّنَ الطَّهَارَةِ. But I am certain that I did complete wudu. وَشَكَّ فِي الْحَدَثِ. I have doubt about violating my wudu by urine, by gas, by sleep. أو في شيء من أفعال الوضوء بعد انصرافه. After I left, meaning after he finishes his wudu, not necessarily leaving. You know, sometimes he's still in the bathroom, sometimes he left. Or immediately after wudu. Immediately after wudu, after I finish the last item I wudu, here I have shak. What do you do in this case? I have shak. He was certain that I did wudu. I know. 3 minutes ago, I know I finished my wudu. Now, because I spoke on the phone, did I?
No. You had certainty, now you have a doubt.
Exactly. He doesn't care about it. Because now he has doubt. Before he was certain. Sometimes he's not certain. He's not certain. I don't know. I can't tell you I did. But sometimes I know I was certain I finished my wudu properly. Now the doubt is coming after that. After I, let's say, spoke on the phone, I answered an email, I did something, separation, a few minutes. In that case, you go, لم يعد. وَمَنْ تَرَكَ غَسْلَ الْمَوْضِعَ النَّجْوِ أو البول. Someone used the bathroom, he did not clean himself, neither from number 1 nor from number 2. He forgot. He just stood and he left. And he did wudu. And he did the prayers. Then after he finished the prayers, Assalamu alaikum, oh my God, what did I do? I used the bathroom. I didn't wash myself. In that case, he washes himself, but without doing wudu. He comes and he repeats the prayers.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah, you see, because he didn't invalidate his wudu.
He didn't invalidate. His wudu was... What he did is that before doing wudu, he did not wash himself. So it's not going to hurt his wudu. The wudu is intact, legal. It's going to hurt his prayers. Because when you pray, you have to be tahir. But when you do wudu, sometimes your leg here is najis. Here, this area is najis. Your thigh, your back, your chest is najis. Has nothing to do. You still can do wudu. You still can. The area that you wash should not be najis. Not the area that you have nothing to do with it. So you still can do wudu while your private parts are still najis. Still najis. Okay? I'll give you an example. You use the bathroom, and some people after the bathroom they go into the shower. So you want to do wudu. So once you finish the shower, you go and do normal shower, not ghusl, janaba, ghusl, normal shower. Morning shower, let's say. So you can do your wudu after using bathroom. Number 1 and number 2. You can do wudu and go inside the shower and wash your private parts in the shower. And then leave the shower and come and pray. Are you with me? But if the parts of the face, the arm, the feet is najis, you have to wash it, clean it, do tathir before you take the wudu. Not the parts that are not involved in the wudu. That one, it can be najis. But however, you can't pray with them. Are you with me? Unless you clean them. But you can do wudu with them. Okay? وَمَنْ جَدَّدَ وُضُوءَهُ بِنِيَّةِ النَّدْبِ. This is a puzzle, believe me. A puzzle that is you going to get dizzy now. So look at me. Someone جَدَّدَ وُضُوءَهُ. He renewed his wudu بِنِيَّةِ النَّدْبِ. What does that mean? It means he had wudu. He had wudu. Okay? Now, because the hadith says even if you have wudu, you do another wudu, nurun ala nur, light upon light, purity upon purity. It's mustahab. Even if you have wudu, after 2 hours to do another wudu. Renewing. This is called tajdeed. Renewing your wudu. Nothing wrong with your old wudu. You renew it. Okay? Now this person, he did wudu, he had wudu, and then he did another wudu, mustahab, not to pray, not for prayers, mustahab. Mustahab, qurbat Allah ta'ala. It's good that at 10 a.m. in the morning, it's not time for prayers, but you do wudu. It's mustahab every time actually. Use the bathroom, do wudu. To be in the state of wudu the whole day, permanently. And the night, it's mustahab before going to bed also to do wudu. Okay? This guy, he did his prayers. ثم صلى وذكر أنه أخل بعضو من إحدى الطهارتين. Now, he did his salat after the second wudu. He stood for the salat. So he has double wudu. First wudu and second wudu. But this second wudu was qurbatan ila Allah, not for a wajib prayers. Qurbatan ila Allah, just to get thawab, okay? In this case, all of a sudden, he remembered that he did something wrong. He missed, wiping his head in one of the wudu, but he doesn't know which one. He doesn't know the first one or the second one. Now, the question is, can his prayers be accepted Or it cannot be accepted.
The niyyah changed, so
Mhm. So,
I think you have to. I mean, I don't really know.
No,
but I
no,
think-
this is, you have certainty in one of them, but doubt.
in the second.
The
But you
second.
don't know which one. You know one of them is correct, the other one is wrong. But you don't know which one. Is the first one is correct or the second one is correct? You don't know. And you did the prayers.
But at least one of them was.
Exactly. At least one of them is correct. So what does he do? No. No, don't say immediately. Bara. There are two opinions. One, according to this school, that says, when you do wudu for salat, you have to have the niyyah that this wudu is for salat. And then you pray with it. Another opinion school says, no. Still, you know this is Salatul Dhuhr, you are doing Salatul Dhuhr, but still you can do the wudu not with the niyyah of salat, with the niyyah of istihbab, qurbatan ila Allah. And it is still sufficient to do salat with it. Are you with me? Two opinions. One opinion it says, the wudu for the salat requires a niyyah, specific niyyah, that I am doing this wudu for Salatul Dhuhr. Another opinion says, no. You do mustahab wudu. Mustahab. And it is Salatul Dhuhr. And you don't say Salatul Dhuhr. But then you can stand and do the salat because you already are tahir. There is a difference. So according to the opinion that says only qurbatan Allah is enough, should he repeat his salat or not?
No.
No,
No. Why no, tahira?
Oh, it's a horrible.
Because they say that it is just qurbatan ilallah, like.
According to them, they say qurbatan Allah. And he did two wudu. One of them he knows is invalid, the other one is valid. So at least he has one valid wudu. But according to the school that says you have to say, I am doing this wudu for the salat, he has to repeat his salat. Why?
I mean, does he have to repeat his wudu too?
Huh?
Both, he has to repeat the wudu.
Wudu and the salat.
Can you use that for qada? Can you just want
Because he has to
Dr.
die.
Ali, please. You are very quick for application. Give me a break. We need 10 years to come to this.
That's why I said
Yeah. So according to those who say only qurba is enough, at least he has one correct wudu, so he doesn't have to repeat neither his wudu nor his salat. According to the one who says no, Habibi, you have to say for salat, he has to repeat. Why? Why? Because the second wudu of qurba is not enough for him.
to. So when you do niyyah for those, you can use it also for asr and
Yes.
maghrib. So there seems to be some sort of special
Yeah.
niyyah for that.
Yeah.
It's-
But what they say, the group that says you do it for qurba and then you can pray for it, we have no problem. They made it easy for us. But the group says now it is 12:07. Today salat was 12 noon was 12:07. If you go after 12:07 to the bathroom to do wudu, the second group, not the first group, the second group says you have to say, I am doing this wudu for Salatul Dhuhr. You still can do with it Asr and Maghrib and Isha if you keep it intact. You still. Okay? They say you have to say because the time for Salat has arrived. While the first group, it says whether it has arrived or it doesn't, as long as you say Qurbatan Allah, it has the validity to do prayers with it. You don't have to specify this is Salatul Dhuhr. Even if you don't specify, it's wudu. You can pray with it. No one says the wudu you cannot pray with it. As long as you have tahara and wudu, you can pray. The second group says no. If the time, you enter the time, before the time, yes, say Qurbatan Allah. But when the time arrives, you have to say for Salatul Dhuhr. So according to the first group which says Qurba, he knows he has one wudu valid. The other is invalid. So he does not have to repeat his wudu and his prayers. According to the second group, because he did the second wudu as qurba, they say it's not enough for you. So he has to repeat his wudu. Are you with me in this puzzle or not?
So which one's the preponderance? Is it the first group or the second one?
He doesn't say anything. I tried to get his opinion. He doesn't say. He kept me also puzzled.
Second edition, right?
By the second version.
وَلَوْ صَلَّى. Now this is more puzzle here. Listen to this. Believe me. وَلَوْ صَلَّى بِكُلِّ وَاحِدَةٍ مِّنْهُمَا صَلَاةً. Now, he did two wudu. With the first wudu, he did one prayers, like dhuhr. With the second wudu, he did asr. Okay? The second wudu, which was istihbab. أعاد الأولى بناء على الأول. According to the one who says your wudu, you have to specify the niyyah, he has to repeat أعاد الأولى. He has to repeat his first salat according to that view. Why he has to repeat?
Can you repeat that? Say I got lost a little bit. So give the example.
Example, he did first wudu was to say, he specified, I am doing this wudu for salat. Okay, he specified. Qurbatan Allah for salat. This is called wudu istibahi. It enables you to pray. While the other wudu, tajdidi or qurbi, he did not specify the salat. So with the first wudu, which was istibahi, to pray, he did the prayers. And then after that he did another wudu, mustahab, and he did his second salat. Let's say asr. The first one was dhuhr, this one is asr. Then after finishing dhuhr and asr, he was sitting, all of a sudden, oh my God, I think I messed up in my wudu, but I don't know which wudu. The first one I messed up or the second one? Because while I was taking my hand to wipe my head, my wife came and she hugged me and she kissed me, so I forgot to, I was taken by surprise. She kisses me for the first time after 10 years. So I completely forgot to wipe my head and my feet. I know, because after that, I know we went to the room together. And of course, in this case, he has to be Shia, because otherwise his wudu is void. Okay? So he said, I messed up. Now, if we say that saying Qurbatan Allah suffices the wudu, according to this theory, suffices. You don't have to specify. The second salat definitely is what?
Valid.
Is valid. Why the second salat is valid?
Because one of them is intact. One of your
Yeah.
wudu is intact.
But why we say the second salat? Why not the first one?
Because he did the wudu after the first salat and went to the second one. So somewhere one of those wudu is valid.
Uh-huh.
Maulana, even if he does the second one.
Because even if the second wudu was wrong, the first wudu suffices him.
Right now.
If the first wudu was wrong, the second wudu suffices him. But according to the second theory that says you have to specify the salat,
Then you have to do the second salat over it.
none of the prayers is valid.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Even though the first
But
one was
Maulana,
sure.
Yeah.
he didn't.
You can specify.
He didn't break his wudu on the first time.
Mm.
He said the niyyah to do salat, to do the wudu for the salat, right? The first time. When he did the second one, it's an addition, but he was still tahir based on some.
Exactly. This is why the group that says only say Qurbatan ilallah, they say his second salat, let me say that again. His second salat is definitely right. Why they say that? Because even if his wudu, the first one was wrong, so he did another wudu. And this another wudu was with niyat al-qurba, so it covered him for the second salat. While the first group who says you have to specify, definitely the second wudu does not help him because he did not specify, and the first one could be wrong, so he has to repeat the first and the second.
But it doesn't make sense.
He
because
didn't
the-
specify.
He didn't specify.
But
The second time.
because he had certainty, right? He had doubt when he was in his first salah. The shak came after the second wudu, right? So why would his first prayer then be invalidated if we follow this path?
Not shak. Ilm, he has ilm. If he has shak, he doesn't care about it. He knows, I'm telling you, he remembered, oh my God, I remember I did not wipe because my wife came, she interrupted me. So he has ilm, not shak.
He didn't have certitude.
But he has shak between if it's the
The shak is not in the act. About the act, he doesn't have shak. The shak, the doubt is about which one, this one or that one. This is what we call it. We studied that in usul. Ilmul ijmali, summary knowledge. I have summary knowledge, 2 cups. I don't know. I know somewhere there is najasa, but I don't know this one or that one. This is ilmul ijmali. And what did we say about ilmul ijmali? Huh? Which one we use? Which principle we use? The principle on the right. Ihtiyat, not bara'ah. Because you know something, ilm, you have ilm, but you don't know which one. So here you are implicated. You have to do something to clear yourself. Okay? Shakkul Badwi, I come here, I don't know. This is a cup. It could be tahir, it could be najis, I really don't know. In that case, I apply bara'ah. But when I know, I have ilm, he has ilm, he knows. He remembered his wife, she grabbed him from his back, so he forgot completely to wipe his head. But he doesn't know this grabbing was in the first wudu or second wudu. So his second prayers is considered what?
in the second school thought it's not. Both of them are invalidated.
No. At least one wudu is correct, ya habibi. At least one of them is correct. You cannot invalidate both wudus. One of them is invalidated. So according the school that says only qurbatan Allah is enough,
Second one.
his second prayers is okay because even if the second wudu was not valid, the first one was valid. But his first prayer,
Still okay.
still okay.
One of the wudu is fine. Or maybe not, no.
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 He says his first prayer has to repeat it.
Yeah, that does
Yeah.
make sense. actually.
Because it could be that particular wudu had a problem.
Right.
So he doesn't repeat the second prayers. It's accepted. He repeats the first prayers. But according to the theory of specification,
Both of them.
he has to repeat both.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
So
Both.
you become certain. That
Why he has to repeat both? But you may ask me, he did mistake in one of them. We tell him, No, not ihtiyat. Because if he made a mistake in the first one, it could be in the first one. So the first one would not help him. The second one, the wudu does not help him because his wudu was for qurba, not for prayers. Altogether it doesn't, as if he did not do wudu. This is why he has to repeat both. Was it a good puzzle or not? Now learn this puzzle and ask the marja. He's not going to answer you. Believe me.
Which one is more?
Believe me. I swear. Go to a marja next time when you go to Najaf or Qom. Tell them, Maulana, I have a question. Sit before he asks his aides to come and aid him, just by himself alone. He would, he says, where are you from? What? Astaghfirullah. We love all the maraj. Okay. Now, this is another puzzle. Puzzle number 3, and we finish because, you know. ولو أحدث عقيب طهارة منهما. Now, he know that he did two wudu. He did two wudu. But then he knows that he did hadath. He passed gas, he went to the bathroom, he slept. Hadath. وَلَمْ يَعْلَمُهُمَا بِعَيْنِهَا. He doesn't know whether this hadath came after the first wudu or the second wudu. I don't know. He tried to remember hard. Was my bathroom after the first wudu, or it was no, after I did the second wudu I went to the bathroom. أعاد الصلاتين إن اختلفتا عددا وإلا فصلى صلاة واحدة. He has to repeat the prayers. If they are different in numbers, like what? Maghrib and Isha. Maghrib 3 rak'ah, Isha 4 rak'ah. He has to repeat both of them. Why? But if the salat are dhuhr and asr 4 by 4, he repeats only one, but he doesn't specify the niyyah. He says the one I missed, bima fi dhimma. It could be dhuhr I missed without proper wudu, it could be asr. But how come we say this? What's the details of it? I'll explain it to you. Because I really want you, when you go to Qum and Najaf, ask Rab Talaba and tell him I have a question. He did two wudu, he knows. I did two wudu today. But then I also know I went to the bathroom. But I don't know this bathroom was after the first wudu or after the second wudu. And then I did Maghrib and Isha. Or I did Dhuhr and Asr. They say if he did Maghrib and Isha, he has to repeat both. But if he did Dhuhr and Asr, he has to repeat only one prayers. Because Dhuhr and Asr, each one is 4 rak'ah. Because he messed up with one prayers of 4 rak'ah. The hadath either came after the first wudu. So if it came after the first wudu, his dhuhr was invalidated.
It was okay.
No. I mean,
The hadath came after the first wudu?
after the first
the first
wudu.
wudu. Sorry. Yeah.
Or if the hadath came after the second wudu, and he did asr after the second wudu, then his asr is invalidated. The dhuhr is okay. It cannot be both of them messed up. One of them is messed up. So in this case, one prayers is accepted. He has to do another prayers, but what does he say in the niyyah? Does he say, I am doing dhuhr or asr? Neither. He says, bima fi dhimma, whatever I owe God. And it is going to be considered. But if he did Maghrib and Isha, he has to repeat both of them. Why?
Because he cannot say bima fi dhimma.
Exactly. Because if the hadath was after the first wudu, which he did the Maghrib after it, then the Maghrib is gone. If the hadath is after the second wudu, then the Isha is gone. He doesn't know whether it was after the first or the second. So he has to do two prayers. While in the second case, when the prayers are identical in number, he knows one of them is correct, but I don't know which one. In the second case, he cannot say, I know the Maghrib was correct, so I will do the Isha. Neither he can say the Isha was correct, I'll do. He doesn't know. This is the problem. One of them is correct, but he doesn't know which one. It could be Maghrib was. So even if he repeats the Isha, it's not enough because the prayers was Maghrib, 3 rak'ah. Are you with me? This is a puzzle, huh? Write it down and you're going to get a prize. Believe me. They know you are smart. Yeah. وإلا فصلاة واحدة وكذا لو صلى بطهارة ثم أحدث. The same ruling goes when he did the prayers with tahara, okay? And then he went to the bathroom. وجدد طهارة ثم صلى أخرى. And then he went to the bathroom to do wudu, and then he did salat. But then, how is this situation? I'll say it again. He did wudu. Okay, he did wudu. Are you with me? We just finished this. Just two more sentences. He did wudu. He did salat. Okay, after the wudu. Then he went to the bathroom. After finishing the bathroom, the toilet, he did wudu. And then he did the second salat. And then after finishing the second salat, he's sitting there in the corner. ذكر أنه أخل بواجب من إحدى الطهارات. He knew علم, not speculation. علم. Speculation, forget about it. Forgiven. علم, I know I did not wipe my head. But I can't remember, was it the first wudu or the second wudu? I can't remember. In this case, he does the same. What is the same? Because one wudu is invalid, not both wudus. He knows that he messed up in one wudu. So if he did dhuhr and asr, he has to do only one salat, which has 4 ruba'iyya, 4 rak'ah. But if he did maghrib and isha, unfortunately he has to do both, because one does not replace for the other. Okay? ولو صلى الخمس بخمس طهارات. If he did Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, and for each prayer he did one wudu, let's say, for each, so 5 times wudu. وتيقن, then he developed yaqeen, certainty, ilm, not shak, not doubt. أنه أحدث عقيب إحدى الطهارات. He knows that after using the bath, after doing wudu, while he was going to the prayers, he passed gas. And then he did his prayers. Now he remembers. At that time he could not remember. But he doesn't know, was it Fajr? Was it Dhuhr? Was it Asr? I really don't know. He tries to remember, nothing. What does he do? No. He does only 3 prayers. He does Fajr because it has 2 rak'ah. He does Maghrib because it has 3 rak'ah. And he does 1 prayer of 4 rak'ah. So if that prayers was Dhuhr, it would replace the Dhuhr. If it was Asr, the one messed up, it would replace Asr. If it was, because he knows 1 prayers is messed up, not all of them. It could be the Fajr. So he will do 2 rak'ah. It could be Maghrib. But then it could be Dhuhr, Asr and Isha. 1 prayers is enough. And he does it in the same way. Bima fi dhimma. He does not specify. He said, he doesn't say Dhuhr or Asr or Maghrib or Isha. He says Bima fi dhimmati. Whatever I owe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But there is another weaker opinion, as you said, Dr. Umid, that he repeats 5 of them. The author says no. No, he repeats 3. وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين. اللهم صل على محمد.